Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dynasty Racing League's DRL TV. Tonight, we are here with the Grand National Series. We are at IMS Phoenix International Speedway. Currently, our fastest man on the track is Getty Buckner, and that is no surprise to anyone. I am being joined tonight in the booth by David Wingfield. Mr. Wingfield, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty well, man. It's going to be some good racing tonight.
I've been looking forward to this race all week long. Despite everything that has been changed here with iRacing here of late, I'm pretty sure people are now noticing that we have new banners on our cars. That is due to some graphical changes due to iRacing. But good thing Martin Wenzel was the man. He stepped up, fixed everything. And we now have rookie stripes on the back of these cars as well. And that's not just whether or not, well, if you run a different series last season and you're in this series now, you will still have a rookie stripe as you have either moved up or moved back down. So I imagine I'm going to have a big old rookie stripe on the back of my car or truck tomorrow night.
Welcome to the series, rookie.
Yeah, welcome to the series, rookie. Let's see. You did really good on the track all by yourself. Now let's see how you do in a crowd.
That's right.
Yeah, Well, I think I do all right in the crowd unless it's like 10 laps to go, and then I usually get took out.
I'll tell you what, man. This is a hot track. I mean, and watching them practice, this is going to be slow.
Yeah, right now the track temperature is 106 degrees with an air temperature of 77. We are clear with 12-mile-an-hour winds, so that's why the track is so hot. There's just not a cloud in the sky, and it's just beating down on the track. Let's see. Larillo's the first car to actually hit the track. So he gets to be the lucky driver we're going to ride around here with. I expect to see Hesgard, Buckner, a couple of the S2R guys, such as Bill Edwards, to be making it up into the top 5. What do you think?
I'm right there with you. I think Hesgard will do well. He's been consistent as of late. Buckner's going to do well. Again, he's been consistent as of late, so I agree with you for sure on those guys.
Well, let's get our picks in before we see who actually gets on the pole.
I have Ryan Hesgard finishing number 1.
And I think I'm going to go with Buckner tonight, just because I can. Of course, now Larillo, he's pretty fast. Even though he was the first man out, he still put up a really good fast time. He's already tagged the wall, so that's going to be the end of his run. Now let's see, who can we get on board with? Well, let me see if I can't adjust this here. Weatherholtz is coming across. Moved himself up into the top 10. Bill Edwards, currently 3rd. I don't know why I always get the hiccups just as we start the broadcast.
That's funny. Perfect timing.
Yeah, I mean, so Weatherholtz is going to come in 6th. Let's see where my man Betty Guttner is at. Getty Buckner.
Quite a few drivers still in the pits.
Yeah, I don't know what the thinking is behind that. This is not like, well, I don't know, truck. Rubber might build up on the track. We got everything else is such real as far as dynamics is concerned.
Christopher puts a blistering 1 lap.
Wow, Izinga currently jumped up there on the pole. Now, Izinga's been doing really good here lately.
He has. He's been real quick.
It looks like he's putting the time in. Buckner on the pole as of right now. There better be a couple of drivers out there starting to move around. I didn't even see Hesgard at the track yet.
He just left the pits. I wonder what the thinking is, honestly.
Bathroom, drinks, you never know.
Yep, good point.
Hesgard looks pretty good so far. Now we're going to see a lot of drivers cut this course. And I had it happen to me last week. Now, right here, you see you go below that yellow line and then you come back up on the track.
Yep, especially
and you know,
on restarts.
You noticed what I said there. You came back up on the track. These tracks are marked with for racing surfaces. If you go below that racing surface, you know, the driver that actually stays above it does not have to let you back up on the track.
Oh, interesting. I wasn't aware.
Yeah, it's usually a courtesy, a gentleman thing to do, but when you get down to 10 laps to go into a race, don't expect that driver to, if you try to go up underneath him by cutting down across the yellow line, don't expect him to give you that line to come back up on the track. He doesn't have to. And I tried that last week and ended up paying for it. But
I wonder how the penalty point system for causing an incident would be affected by, say, someone coming onto the track and then someone sticking to their ground and not letting them back in. You know what I'm saying? I wonder who would be at fault according to admin.
Well, I would assume it would be the driver who left the track and decided to come back on it.
Right.
As long as you're holding your line, you're not at fault for anything.
Right.
I mean, you have to take that. If you take that chance to leave the track, you leave the track on your own, and then you got to make your way back up on it. Same with any other track. Just because it's Phoenix or Las Vegas doesn't mean anything.
Right. You left the surface of the track.
You left the racing surface of the track, and it is up to you to get back on it as safely as possible.
Right.
Well, anyway, we're gonna let this. We're gonna let it roll through here as far as the grid is concerned. My throat's kind of killing me, so ladies and gentlemen can read it if they want. What in the world? It just started with 3.
I think it's already discounting your pick, Getty Buckner. I think it's
already
saying he's not going to do well.
Well, don't jinx my man like that now. But yeah, we're going to have a really fun and interesting race here tonight. I think it was less than 30 drivers here tonight, like 26, 27 drivers.
Yep, looks like 28.
So that's not too bad of a job here this evening. And maybe we won't end up with so much lag, seeing as how ATVO did just come up with a new update. So maybe
they needed your complaining to push them over.
I've been doing a lot of it here lately, that's for sure. And it's just stopped at 19 again. So let's reset it again. Get the grid. And we'll go back a row. I do like this new banner system that we have now. It looks a lot better anyway. Now I can see who it is on the windshield.
Certainly.
I mean,
instead of having to scroll through the names and such.
Well, I mean, it's on the back windshield as well, but you can't see it. I mean, that good. And
right. It's pretty small comparatively. Yeah. We got 4 drivers who didn't log a time. I wonder what the penalty is going to be for that.
Same as every week. They're going to have to come down pit road after making one lap and do a drive-through.
Buckner gets off to a huge lead.
Yes, he did. Hesgard is doing pretty good.
Wreck in the back.
Yep. Let's see if it starts rolling through. Kleinsmith maybe? No, his car looks fine.
Nathaniel Pollard. Yep, Nathaniel Pollard.
Wow.
Number 00, it looks like. Looks like a self-spin. Yep. Maybe lock the brakes coming in or something to that effect.
I don't know. I mean, he just spun it right there in a spot that you would not think that would happen. Let's take another look at that again.
I wonder if that was a team order maybe or something.
Take a look at it from this point of view. See if he actually locks the tires up. He comes down off the track, comes back on the track. And I don't know if he just dove in there too hard or what. And it just broke loose on him. But it sure did spin him right on around, didn't it?
Guy in front of him looked like he was quite a few feet away. I mean, I don't think he was worried about hitting him. I don't know. Like you said, maybe he drove in too deep or something. Like I said, I mean, I'm not discounting the whole team order. You know, maybe Mr. Penske himself called him up, said, "Hey, I need you to spin."
Yeah, okay. On lap 3?
That was lap 1, my friend.
I mean, well, yeah, you know what I mean. But
no, yeah.
They should have just thrown a water bottle out on the track. I mean, if you want that.
There you go.
Yeah.
At least save the tires.
Yeah. Well, I think they're free here at iRacing. I'm not sure.
I've been paying for them this whole time. How are you getting them for free?
Well, I guess they do cost you money. It seems how you got to pay so much for every car and so much for every track. So, yeah, I misspoke. Sorry.
Looks like we're side by side coming into green flag territory.
I remember the first year I was here, everything was like $25. $25 per car, $25 per track.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I spent a lot of money. Spent a lot of money. It wasn't even until after the first year that you started getting discounts for for purchasing so many of them.
Wow, that's crazy.
Money, money, money. Gotta get it. Gotta have it.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Going back green flag racing after lap 4. Getty Butner is down and away. Andrew Marsh, Izinga, Larillo, and Gary Cornellette is doing pretty good in our top 5. Hesgard's on the move.
I don't think one person took the track surface. I think everybody dove in.
Huh.
Got a couple guys coming down to serve their no qualifying lap penalties right now.
Well, I can tell you right now, ATVO's update, not worth the crap.
Oh.
Yep. Wow, look at that mess of cars back there in the back. 2 wide racing.
We sure are. I'm keeping an eye on them for sure.
I got Mike Lemon, Sam Niederham, Matthew Kleinsmith. All these drivers back here are jockeying for position. This is for 10th back. Got our fearless leader, Pandoff, back here in this mix as well. We jump back up front if we can. Getty Butner coming up on Clay Phillips.
Yeah, and like I said, a couple laps ago, he came into the to service penalty, so that's why he's way back.
Well, Clay Phillips was our winner of last season. He's still got, we got 125 laps here tonight, so he can definitely make up. Actually, he's not even a lap down yet. He's still on the tail end of the lead lap. So,
absolutely.
With any luck, you'll get a quick yellow here and be able to stay on the lead lap.
Be back in the fight.
I don't expect to. I'm not hoping for a bunch of yellows here tonight.
No, I certainly am not too, but I mean, I don't know, with the track conditions, I mean, they're going to be bald. The tires are going to be bald before you know it.
It is slick out there, that's for sure. As we jump back here around 16th position with Chris Stouffer and Eric Weatherholtz. They're definitely stacking up back here as we got the 91 of Kingcott making his move on the inside. Again, you know, I mean, we got 28 drivers, or I should say 26 drivers on the track for sure. That much I do know of. Hesgard is in trouble as he is now currently falling backwards. He's in fourth, but
I didn't see what happened. He was up there almost second a little bit ago.
He just made a little contact right there as he's doing battle with Marsh. And case of who that other driver is, the 01.
That would be Gary Cronenwet.
Yeah, he's doing battle with those two, and just like a second ago when I bounced on him, it looked like he had just made contact with one of them. And Izinga's made his way around Getty Buckner, so Izinga is now our new leader.
The field has separated itself pretty dang well. I mean, it's a long string of cars now.
And everybody is single file pretty much. Little bitty moves here and there. Cornewit is making his inside move on Hesgard. Or I should say Phillips.
Hesgard got a huge run.
Everybody's trying to
Phillips.
Everybody's trying to get around Phillips. Phillips is just trying to hold on.
I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like Cronenwit has right rear damage.
Yeah, I think that's from contact with Hesgard.
Oh, okay.
Not doing too bad here this evening. Going by pretty quick here as we're working lap 16.
Wait till those cautions come into play. I mean, pit stops. Green flag pit stops.
Mike Lemon doing everything he can to stay into the top 10. Wow, I can't even get ATV able to roll down on my side over here. All right, let's jump back here and take a quick look around the track. Riding around with Andrew Short. I just heard somebody hit the wall hard.
I've been cycling through. I didn't see anything, but
Oh, Mr. Darius Jackson running that STP colors. Not too bad here tonight. He's currently riding around in 18th.
it is a sick-looking car.
He is definitely just taking his time here tonight. Knows this is a long race.
What's the fuel window here, Dave?
You got me, brother. I'm going to say probably about 60 laps or so. But you're going to want to come in long before that for tires.
Absolutely.
I mean, this track here, with as hot as it is here this evening, it ain't going to do nothing but eat that right front tire up.
They're about... Matthew Kleinschmidt's last lap was 29.04, which is about a second and a half off of his qualifying lap.
Well, let's see if I'm taking a look at this correctly. We got 21 laps into this race. And it looks like the top 18. Yeah, the top 18 stayed out. So even the drivers that did come in on lap 2 or 3 for tires, it didn't seem to quite help them any. So.
Right.
But that's all going to change when you get 10 or 15 laps on your tires and you get that yellow. You're definitely going to want to come down pit road then.
Certainly.
And this track here is not a 2-tire stop track. You're going to want to take all 4 tires every chance you can.
Absolutely. With as hot as it is, I mean, there's a lot of, the tires here are used quite a bit. I mean, as opposed to, like a Bristol, I think. It's just a little easier to turn there. It's a flatter track, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think Getty Butner is just sitting back and riding. I think he's waiting on Izinga to mess up.
I was thinking that same thing. And his lap, let's see, his qualifying lap was a 27.1. His last lap was a 28.3. So he's only a 1.2 seconds lap off his qualifying.
Well, you'll see it drop down to almost 3 full seconds between the start of a run and the finish of a run. And there's the yellow
front
flag.
Stretch. It was 00 again. Nathan Pollard on the front stretch. Looks like he's going into 3, coming into 4. Oh, he gets off of the racing line and just loses it coming out of 4. Were you able to find it, Dave?
Well, yeah and no. I mean, it's doing whatever it wants to do.
Artificial intelligence, man.
Yeah. Alright, I'm back live. Let's try this again. Alright, he comes back down across that racing surface. Wow, I mean, he nails the outside wall and he gets drilled by the 48.
Yep.
Wow. That's unbelievable. And he was really slow, I mean.
I don't know what happened.
It didn't seem to me like he was up to full speed through any of that. And then he ends up drilling the outside wall, I mean. That's just crazy because I mean, he looked to me like he was just going around the track at half throttle. Well, Getty Buckner got out of pit road first, so no surprise there. Izinga is second, Hesgard third, Andrew Marsh fourth, James Larillo fifth, Bill Edwards sixth, Gary Cornwett seventh, Mike Lemon eighth, Ashton Slice ninth, and James Pandolf rounds out our top 10. A little less than 100 laps to go here tonight. Working caution number 2.
So far, one of our biggest movers is Christopher, who's in 11th. He started 24th. That's pretty dang good.
And here at IMS, yeah, that's really good. Got some blinking going on. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's Mike Lemon in the 38 blinking in and out. Somebody stacked them up trying to get into the pits. Looks like maybe it's Andrew Marsh trying to get into the pits, stacked everybody up. Lights are out. We're going to go green flag racing. Let's see how well Hesgard hangs to the back end of Getty Buckner on this restart.
I'm not sure what happened with Paul Barbuzo. He started 9th and now he's 21st. Maybe he's just hanging in the back. I don't know. Maybe he tapped the wall or something.
Pandolf looks like he is pulling off the track. I don't know. But he definitely pulled off the track. Maybe might have had to clear somebody's black flag or something. I'm not sure. No, he come down pit road, so really not sure what happened right there with Pandolf.
He said something, but I couldn't understand what he was saying. It kind of broke up a little bit. He said something though.
Izinga didn't waste no time to jump down in front of Hesgard. Getty Buckner getting out to a really nice lead here so far.
I'm afraid I think I heard JP has a headache and just wanted to get black flagged and off the track. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I think that's what he said.
Yeah, sometimes he gets those migraines and there ain't got much he can do about it.
Right. I'm hoping he feels better.
Even race car drivers in iRacing get sick. Had to get out the car. Izinga caught to the back end of Buckner. Man, he just gets a heck of a run going in on him. And Getty runs a really higher line than both Hesgard and Izinga.
He's come awfully close to that wall coming out of turn 3 and turn 1 and turn 2 and 4. I'm sorry.
We're gonna have to start calling him Highline Buckner.
That's right.
Instead of Highline Springer, because the last couple of races that he's ran, he has definitely stayed up against that wall. He's been running a lot higher line than most people anyway.
And yep, he stays on that outside lane coming out of 4.
Get back here with Ashton Slice and Mike Lemon. Really tight battle right here between these gentlemen. And this is a battle between 5th and 10th. I've seen quite a few close calls out of this pack right here. Jump back here with Dustin Jones, Ben Kingcock, like Matthew Kleinsmith, or Martin Wenzel, and Paul Barbosa's car doesn't look, well, he's got a lot of front end damage, yeah.
Yeah, he dropped back like a rock.
Clay Phillips finally made it back on the tail end of the lead lap. He is currently running 21st. And he is making his way up through the field. Slowly. .48 back down pit road. That is Kenneth Robbins. Not sure what's going on there. Getty Butler pulling away just a little bit off of Izinga. Looks like old side Darius Jackson being challenged here by Martin Wenzel.
One thing that's kind of surprising to me is, yeah, they've kind of stretched out into a line, but the top 10 are in one turn right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's really tight racing up front.
I mean, you make one mistake and the person behind you is right there.
That is something you do not want to do at this track. I mean, you might stand a chance with how they're separated out here just a little bit. But the odds are if somebody runs up into the wall, you're going to eat the back end of them up because you just don't have any time to stop. And I'm seeing a lot of front end tire smoke come off of Izinga. Let's see if I see it again when he comes back around this next turn here.
I didn't see anything, did you?
Not that time, but usually right there in that last turn there coming off, I usually see a lot of front end tire smoke.
Kenneth Robbins, I think, is going back in the pits. I wonder if he's trying to get some damage repaired or something.
Well, he should just stay in and get it all done and then come back out.
Right.
Looking back here with Brent Kingcock and Sam Niederham, they're doing battle.
It looked, I was following Sam Niederham earlier. He looked like he was blinking out a little bit, but now he looks good to go. I'm hoping everything's fixed. Then again, it could be on my end, but...
Kenneth Robbins is coming back out on the track, so not really sure what's going on. He had a 17.7 pit stop. It looks like Ben Kingcock's getting ready to get freight trained.
You may not believe this, but Brent Kingcock, it looked like, did a slide job to Sam Niederhelm like a lap or two ago in turn 1 and 2.
Well, he actually got around him.
Seen.
So Sam Niederhelm's saying, I don't like what's going on. He backs out of it. Now we got Short and we got
Side Darius. Kyle Bingaman and Clay Phillips. It's a good little grouping here.
And everybody's taking such different lines right here out of this group. Through that one turn anyway. I mean, it's just really weird. There goes the move to the inside.
Yep. What you called it. I mean, everybody's entering differently, turning differently, and exiting differently. You know, I mean, how do you predict somebody like that?
Well, as long as they do it every lap, it's fine. It's when all of a sudden they switch it up.
Sure.
Is when trouble's going to happen.
You're going to the turn, trying to go inside, then they take the inside line and throws you off.
Wow, the 51 just drills the outside wall.
Like I said, Paul Barbuza, number 51, qualified 9th. I wonder who he hit or what happened. He's got some left rear damage as I'm looking at him.
You know, he just, like I say, he just got the outside wall there pretty hard, so not exactly sure what got his initial damage. We're back up with Getty Buckner. He's almost pulled away to a full second. But Izinga runs him back down. It's just, he just can't seem to get away from Izinga. Weatherholt's not doing too bad here this evening. He's made his way up into the top 12.
This is kind of a totally different race than last week, isn't it? We had quite a few cautions last week, and this is some clean, you know, good, almost pack racing. So I don't know what the heck happened overnight.
Maybe some administrators told them to calm down a little bit, or maybe they just using their heads, you know, a little bit here. Phoenix
Brent King caught. Did you see that? Brent King got into Andrew Marsh coming out of turn 2. I mean, I thought it was going to be a caution, but nothing. They bumped and separated.
Nope, I didn't get it. I was currently watching Getty Buckner get around the track here as he'll pull away just a little bit, and then Izinga will just run him right back down. Let's see if we can't jump back here in the back and see something.
Eric Weatherholt got into the wall pretty bad. Coming out of turn 4. It even slowed up Kleinschmidt behind him.
Yeah, he definitely got some damage to that front end, don't he?
Who's that?
Weatherholt's.
Oh, yeah.
That fastest chicken in the South is doing pretty good here tonight, riding around in 13th position.
Weatherholt or Kleinschmidt tries it on the inside. We'll see if he makes it.
Old Dustin Jones. The second race I've seen him in where he's just riding around, doesn't have any damage, taking his time.
Started 26, he's up to 14th. Looks like he's going to pass Weatherholt's. Smooth sailing Jones.
Yep. Just taking his time. That, you know, the tortoise actually won the race between the tortoise and the hare, so.
That's right. That's a pretty dang accurate comparison for these types of races.
You got to be smooth. You got to take your time and set a decent pace. If you go out there and you start tearing up your equipment, start tearing up your tires, oh, you might lead a couple of laps, but then you're going to start falling off
Quickly.
really quick, yeah. After about 8, 9, 12 laps, them tires are going to be junk, and there's nothing you can do about it from that point on.
Buckner has a pretty good lead on Ben Azinga.
He still is not able to break that 1 second mark. He's tried. He gets up there, and then it's like Izinga running back down. Like right now, he's at 0.9, and then see there, Izinga runs him back down to a 0.7. So whatever Butner makes up, whatever Butner gets out on him, Izinga makes it up in another turn. It's just I've been watching this. I've been watching it for the last like 10 laps. He'll gain 2 tenths of a second on him, and then Izinga will just run it right back down.
How many laps? When was the last caution? Do you have that?
I don't know when the last caution was, but they got 32 laps on this stint.
That's over half of the race on these tires. So
yeah, I figured in about the next 10 laps they're going to want to be coming in around 43 if we don't have green flag stops coming up really soon anyway. I mean, I still imagine that around you can get 50 plus laps on fuel.
Right.
I'm going to assume that anyway.
Yeah, they might be trying to get into that fuel window and just trying to save their tires until they get there, you know what I'm saying?
Well, at about another 8 to 9 laps, we'll definitely be their fuel window. If they can get 50 plus laps.
Right.
As we look around, it looks like everybody's made it single file. I don't see too many battles going on.
I have a little 3-car pack with Dustin Jones, Eric Weatherholtz, who goes really wide into turn 3, and Andrew Marsh. Well, it's now broken up a little bit. Like I said, Weatherholtz went real wide into the turn. And Dustin Jones went really wide coming out of 2.
He was almost all in the wall right there.
He was. Certainly their tires have to be falling off by now.
Well, these cars are going to start pushing and pushing and pushing up the track, so which means they're going to have to start going a slower and slower.
Eric Weatherholt's last lap was 29.192.
Well, Butner's was a 28.6, and his best lap's a 27.3, so almost a little over a full second difference. I thought the tires would fall off a lot more than that.
I definitely did as well.
Especially with as hot as it is.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
The track temperature has come down to 103. And the wind has definitely come down. It was 12 mile an hour when we started the race. Now it's down to 3, so.
We have about 60 laps left, 58 laps left.
Well, they just made 40 laps on this run here, working lap 40 on the stint. So if they can make it or choose to make it another 10 laps, then it will definitely be one stop that can finish it out. Butner doing an awesome job here this evening. Got almost a full 2 seconds lead over Hesgard, so he's going to actually gain some points on top of Hesgard here this evening.
He sure is.
Let me see if I can't find that real quick. Yeah, Hesgard's got 3 points over Getty Buckner right now. They both have a single win. Looks like Matthew George. Why is it? Matthew George got a win? Where'd he win at?
I don't.
Daytona?
No. Had to be, right?
I'm thinking maybe it was.
Because Wade Husted won at, Vegas?
Yep.
Spin out in turn 1.
Wow, and I almost saw that.
It was, Nathan Pollard again. That's 3, right?
It's time to park it.
Yep.
And Getty Butner just got around him.
He sure did. That's right.
Izinga, looks like, wow, I don't know why he's locking up and spinning it out going into that turn there.
I wonder, if maybe he got a new set of pedals or something and just locking up.
I have no idea, but I mean, he's spinning it out, and it's almost like the front end is biting and the back end's not. Maybe he's running too much front end brake bias. I'm not sure, but that's really weird that's happening. Well, everybody's definitely gonna make it now.
Doing it.
They can make it now on this stop as everybody comes down pit road.
This is going to be the money stop right here.
Oops, that's not the shot I wanted.
And the reason I say that is I have slid through my pit box so many times at like the last pit stop, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping nobody does. Buckner and Izinga come to a stop. Good to go.
Yep, almost synchronized stopping there.
That's right.
Hesgard almost got a hold of Izinga there at the end. Excuse me. Well, our fearless leader, Getty Buckner, is still fearless leading around the track here on lap 72. Got just a little over 50 laps to go. Probably right around 50 laps as we restart this race.
Yep, that's right.
So a good Saturday night shootout on a Tuesday afternoon.
That's right. Looks like we got a full crowd here at the track.
That's hilarious. I just caught it.
What's that?
I'm a little slow tonight. Full crowd here at the track tonight.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty good, though, with the Saturday night racing on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah. These gentlemen have put on a really good show here tonight. Surely, God, Nathan Pollard's going to come down pit road.
Shirley. Don't call me Shirley.
Shirley, don't call me Shirley. You know, that movie was on the other day, Airplane.
Great movie.
Well, it was the first 3,000 times you've seen it.
That's right. That's right.
He stayed out.
He's taking the wave around.
Yeah, okay.
But that's crazy.
Lead lap, a point.
There's no way he led the lap, did he?
No, I said if you make it back to the lead lap, you
Oh,
make
okay,
up
okay.
points.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
So
But man, I mean, I don't know. That's just dangerous.
I did it a couple times last week. Knock
That
knock.
that's true. But I mean, just no tires. I mean, already having trouble with the brakes.
I thought I was gonna have a decent finish last week. I really did. Just I made the call to stay out and just got sandwiched there at the end.
Yeah, yeah. Vegas is a beast. I didn't. Yeah, Vegas is such an animal. We need Izinga to get a good start, and
Green flag, green flag.
Getty Buckner got that inside line. He took off,
Well,
and I don't mean.
that's
And
crazy.
that was.
Getty just like he takes off and it's like he's running a different gear in his transmission than everybody else. I don't know
That's right.
what the deal is. Izinga's to the inside now of Hesgard.
Hesgard took a way hot outside line. Let's see if we get keep some speed up, and Izinga makes a
Ooh,
pass.
wow, he was really close to that outside wall there.
Oh, they're inches from each other.
Hesgard's trying everything he can to get around Izinga.
I think he knows once the tires start going, it's going to be rough.
He's trying to get around him.
Buckner's just on a Sunday drive, on a Saturday night, on a Tuesday afternoon, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And once again, I mean, they're quickly in a straight line. Dang, you're back to 20th, 21st. First through 22nd is in like a straight line. Feet apart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Looked like Wenzel made a mistake in 1 and 2. He scraped the wall a little bit coming out of turn 2. Let's see if he can make up some ground.
Getty Butner doing an awesome job here this evening. He's led just about every lap. Probably with the exception of about 20, maybe. I don't know.
Izinga,
Led quite a few, though, didn't he?
he sure did. I think at the very start of the race, if I remember correctly, he took the lead a little bit, but then a caution or two, and Buckner got it back.
Pollard back down pit road.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dave. This is win and you're in, right? In the playoffs.
Well, yeah. You win one race, you're locked into the first round of the playoffs. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Depending upon if we have, I don't know, 16. If we end up having more than 16 drivers win a race, then it's going to
Switch
come
it to
down to
points.
points. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So you definitely want to be as high up in the point standings as possible. I just want to make it to the top 10 this season again.
My goal is just not to get fined this season. I was fined quite a few $1 million last season for just random reasons, you know, like my splitter was too low and this and that. But I don't want. I'm trying to be, you know, penalty free this season.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, my crew chief, you and I both know he's not. He's kind of a cheater. So
It's
only.
it's only cheating if you get caught.
That's true. Yeah. I can't promise that we were only cheating in the races we got caught in last season. That's for sure. Hesgaard does a pretty good job of getting out of the way. I know the leaders appreciate that.
I think I'm gonna write me a JavaScript here.
Caution, where at? Let's go see.
Dude, no.
Oh, Clay Phillips, what happened to you, buddy?
Oh no.
Well,
he's in
Andrew
11th.
Marsh came. Looks like Phillips maybe missed a shift or something coming out of 2. Marsh just drills him in the rear, spins him out. Phillips lost a lot of speed. He must have missed a shift or something like that.
Let's see if we can't get this replay.
And this kind of works in everybody's favor. I mean, if I were them, I'm coming in getting fresh tires.
Oh, you know it.
Making sure I have plenty of
I don't know what's
Energy
going
racing
on.
fuel in the tank and calling it a day.
Wow, are you serious with that?
You talking to me?
No, I'm yelling at ATVO.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're riding along with Phillips. Wow, it's like Marsh just misjudged it all the way around. I mean, he just come right up and just drilled him.
He sure did. And like I said, Phillips. Oh, Izinga came out first, and Hesgaard second. What Buckner? I don't know if the top 4 took 2 tires or what, but Buckner's in 5th.
Hey, Butner will be all right.
Oh, no question. I mean, I think once he gets his racing line, his groove, I mean, he'll be good.
Dang.
But I'm wondering if the top 4 took 2 tires.
Well, instant replay that and find out. We'll sit here with Izinga and see what he takes.
Unless Buckner got the, maybe he scraped the wall and got some damage fixed or something.
Nope. Right side tires for Izinga and Hesgaard.
Yep.
Wow. I don't like that call at all.
I don't like that call at all either.
I mean, you may say track position is one thing here at Phoenix, but 4 tires with a little over 30 laps to go is the way I want it. I don't want to be stuck out there with just right side tires. I don't care how good a tire wear you're getting on your left sides. It can't be that great.
I wonder if anybody took just front tires.
You can't do that here.
No, I'm just kidding.
Now you can in the Skippy Barbers and Indy cars.
Can you really?
Yes, you can. You can take one tire, or you can take front tires or rear tires or whatever.
I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Now you used to be able to a couple of years ago, before they got all that fixed here. You could choose which tire you wanted and how many you wanted, but they fixed that. I think.
Interesting.
I think they fixed that right after the first year.
Okay.
It was a little bug they had going on at the start of everything, but
sure.
Now with the Indy cars, you can take one tire or 3 tires or whatever.
Interesting. I'll have to check that out. I enjoy doing the open wheel karts racing. Let's see how this restart goes.
Well, Izinga jumps away.
He sure did.
Uh-oh. Wow, Hesgaard all over the back end of him there.
And Bill Edwards is in 3rd place.
Getty Butner's all the way back in 7th. I'm not sure. Got 35 laps to go. I guess Butner is just going to take his time. Surely he don't want to give up this race like this.
He's got to know the other 4 or 5 guys took 2 tires. I mean, I wonder if he's kind of in patience mindset, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm pretty sure he knows that the S2R drivers did. Well, wait a minute. Before I say that, he may be in his own channel here this evening. Yeah, he's in his own channel here this evening, so he may not know what the S2R drivers did.
Right.
That's really weird, though. Oh, don't wreck right there in front of him. It's tight racing back here with Larillo, Butner, Slice, and Cornawit. Butner finally makes it to the inside of Cornawit. All over the back end of Bill Edwards. He's moved his way back up into the 4th position.
He's looking on the inside.
He is.
Edwards kind of closes the door.
It's okay. Butner's going to run him down.
He sure is. Taking that inside line, gets on the inside. Edwards gets a little out of the groove, it looks like. Maybe not.
And he's got a lot of right front damage on that
Who's
car.
That, Edwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's just up to Butner to run down Hesgard and Izinga. And I think they're going to find out really quick that those 2 tires didn't work worth the crap.
I am afraid so, my friend.
Yeah, Butner's definitely closing in on them. But just as I said that, Hesgard pulled away. Hesgard, I do not believe, has actually led a lap here this evening.
I don't believe he has, now that you mention it. That's all right. He'll lead the most important one, which is the last lap.
You think?
That's my boy. I'm picking Hesgard. I'm sticking to him.
Well, I done made my predictions.
No, I'm thinking that 4-tire strategy will work with the payoff. He's catching up. I mean, he's only a couple car lengths away now. Getty Buckner is.
I tell you right now, you go back and you watch some of the racing and the predictions that I make when I make a broadcast, I probably only miss about 10%.
That consistent.
Yep. That consistent. That's why I want us to get that little betting system going on. That way I can start making some fake money or something. I mean,
there was
dang.
some talks before the season about something going on. I don't know.
You know, like
fantasy racing in the DRL.
Yeah. But there's some kind of little program that they use. I've seen it being done with a Twitch channel or something where they can place bets and stuff like that. I'd like to see something like that happen here for DRL.
So that we can take your money?
Oh, no. So I can start making some.
I don't know how he did it, but Buckner is there. Look at him.
I know how he done it. He took 4 tires.
Yep. You are absolutely correct.
He's all over the back end of Hesgard.
He sure is.
I'd lay the bumper to him. Hey, buddy, I'm here. Missed me?
Just letting you know.
Yep, still here. Y'all didn't get away from me. 25 laps to go.
Inside.
Make that right-hand turn. Oops, I'm sorry. Now, them two drivers, they run each other clean. That's not going to happen.
The track temp is down to 100.
Well, that means it's getting more grippier from what it started out at, what, 107?
Yep. I think Hesgaard's trying to take that inside line away so that Buckner, as he looks in.
You can make that car as wide as you want to for a certain amount of time. Buckner made a little bit of contact right there. Almost got him sideways. He backs out of it, rethinks, regroups.
I'll tell you who's benefiting from this is Ben Azinga.
Well, I think that benefit's going to be short-lived. And don't get me wrong, Azinga's running a really good race here this evening. And he's really been the only one that's stayed right there with Buckner. But I figure once Buckner makes it around Hesgaard, I think he's going to set sail.
Do you happen to know what S2R stands for?
Syndicated Racing or something like that.
Oh, okay. I guess, I mean, he's my driver today. I know what team he races for, you know what I'm saying? They've put some, I think we were talking about last week, they put some good practices together and such. They have a good, solid team.
Well, now S2R definitely puts in the time, and so does the SGK Susan G. Coleman racing team.
Right.
Both of them, actually, if I'm not mistaken, they do a lot of practicing together. So that's why I don't expect to see these two making contact and ruining each other's race.
Right. They even share engine manufacturers, don't they? No,
I don't think so. I think one's a Toyota and one's a Chevy. So
that's right.
You would leave old Getty Buckner to drive a foreign piece of crap. Oh, I didn't say that on did I say that out loud?
Oops.
Oops. Well,
I know Ford's where it's at.
Well, not really, because if you flip it over and you read the directions that's stamped on the bottom, it says you should have bought a Chevrolet.
I'm gonna have to test that theory, my friend. And Buckner makes a move.
I'm telling you, I worked as a mechanic for years. Stamped right there at the bottom of the transmission, it says you should have bought a Chevrolet.
I'm gonna take you for your word, my friend.
Oh, they're side by side now. Buckner, Hesgaard pinning him down.
Inches from
each
other.
Hesgaard did not slide up the track like Buckner thought. Pinned him down, but Buckner's still going. He's like that pink Energizer bunny. He's still going.
That's right.
He finally makes that move. Uh-oh, Hesgaard trying to think he's going to make a crossover happen. I don't think it's going to work, buddy.
Did you see that?
I'm seeing it.
Oh, my goodness.
Now we got some racing going on. As long as these two boys continue to race like that, now Azinga's going to be loving that until he gets up on this 00 car here.
He spins out again.
Are you kidding me?
Did you see that? He
No.
sure did. No caution, though.
Wow. I guess he heard me on the broadcast. I don't know.
Something. I don't know what happened. Let's see.
I think
He's
maybe
gotta have something wrong with his brake pedal or something.
Brake pedal, something wrong with the wheel. I don't know. It's not like him either.
No, it's not.
So he's probably made some kind of adjustment, or something's made some kind of an adjustment for him.
Yep.
I'm surprised he's not been DQ'd.
I hate to say it, but I agree.
I mean, just because of the incidents points, it's only 12 incident points. So he spun it 3 times. So that's at least 6. And contact with anything is going to be 2 or more.
He's in the pits. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think he... Oh, he sure did pit last time, didn't he?
Hey, I know he got a wave around one time and then come back down pit road. So, but he's definitely getting some damage fixed now.
He sure is, yep. I see him.
Come on, Butner. Come on, Butner. You got less than 12 laps to catch Zinga. You need to start blowing on that windshield, buddy. Getting all the speed you can.
Is it too late to change my pick?
No. We don't change picks in racing.
I'm just messing with you, man.
At least not on my broadcast.
No, here's what's gonna happen.
Only time you can change picks is if your driver gets wrecked.
Hesgar is gonna win this race.
Okay.
Hesgar is gonna win this race.
Well, you better start looking for a yellow for that to happen then. 48 could make a... No, he won't do it. He won't do it. He's chicken.
I could give him a phone call and he could help me out.
You didn't catch that. I said he won't do it. He's chicken.
That's right.
Okay,
that was good. I got it.
Okay.
That was good.
Well, believe it or not, Butner is not gaining on Izinga. He is steadily sitting right there at the 0.7 of a second.
It looks like the two-tire strategy may have worked. May have given him enough track position to hold Buckner off until his tires got roasted, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Butner did do quite some battle back there trying to get around Hesgard, that's for sure.
Right.
And Izinga's really running a good race here this evening.
He has stuck with Buckner, I mean, in his pocket the whole race. And like you said earlier, he led quite a few laps early in the...
It's like Butner gains and then he loses. He gains and then he loses. And he's staying right there at the 0.7 of a second.
And he's in the tire tracks of Izinga. Dang near, aside from turn 3 and 4, running this similar laps.
Well, you need to start searching for something because that ain't working.
And Cronenwit is making a push on my boy Hesgard.
Let's see if Cronenwit actually can put the bumper to him, get him up loose out of the way. Put Hesgard back into that 4th position. Uh-oh. A little technical difficulty there. Butner must have been blowing on the windshield or something, because he's cut that thing down to 0.4 of a second.
I think he was. Got 5 laps left. Do something.
No yellows, no whammies, no yellows.
We're supposed to interview the top 20 after this race, aren't we?
Well, you can interview the top 20, but I'm going to start with the top 3, and after that, you can do whatever you want. It's like 125 degrees in this computer room. Five laps to go, 4 laps to go when they cross the line this time. Izinga's going to have to really mess it up.
He is.
Oh, Butner into the wall. Wow, I heard that. hit. Don't know if he got any damage out of it, but
It didn't look like it hurt him too much.
not too bad, but he definitely hit that wall. He pushed that car just a little too far on that Sunday afternoon. Well, it's all over now but the crime. Mr. Izinga is going to end up winning this race. Butner's going to do good to hang on to second, as looks like Hesgard is gaining on him a little bit. Butner's slinging that car every which way but loose.
He is.
The back end got really loose on him there just a second ago.
This will be the white flag, isn't it?
When they cross this time by, if you're on live. White flag. Final lap for Izinga. Izinga's done a really good job here this evening. Led quite a few.
Consistent.
But he's leading the only one that matters right now, and that's this final lap.
Great race.
Izinga comes across as our winner, followed by Getty Buckner, Ryan Hesgard, Gary Cornowit, Bill Edwards, James Larillo, Andrew Marsh, Ashton Slice, Cy Darius Jackson, and Matt Lovett, I believe, is going to be our top 10.
Buckner gave Izinga a little love tap.
I think.
Congratulations bump.
Yeah, and so is Hesgard. So that's not a bad run for Izinga. I really looks like he's getting a lot of love taps.
Is.
Somebody needs to hit him at about 90 mile an hour. That's just my personal opinion. No, I like Izinga. Izinga's come and done a really good job here lately. He needs to learn how to do some donuts, but I might have to teach him how to do some of that later on.
There you go.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Izinga is in.
I was on the far chase cam and I just got dizzy from his donuts.
With who is he with? Well, I don't even see him.
Who's that?
Ben Izinga.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, he's in S2R. Duh.
Oh, there you go.
Well, we're gonna. I guess we're gonna start with Hesgard, and then work our way up. So let me grab Mr. Hesgard and get our picture there. Now we're all set. Move Mr. Hesgard. Mr. Hesgard, you got a copy?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Wow, brother, you started sixth, had a really good run there at the end. Thought you made a hero call there with them 2 tires, but almost worked out for you. Walk us through it.
Yeah, I don't know if the 2-tire call for me was such a great idea, but we knew we had to do something to get Getty out of that lead because just couldn't pass once the tires got worn. So we had to do something, and we knew after 10 laps, Getty was going to have a hard time getting through traffic, and I tried to hold him off, but I think the 4 tires kind of prevailed there, and I think the battle that between us two, I don't even mean 5 more laps. I think he gets to Ben, but worked out good for S2R tonight, though. That's I'm happy for Ben, man. His first DRL win. Had a strong showing last year. That's why we picked him up on the team, and now he's in the playoffs. So I'm happy overall.
Well, he definitely did a really good job here this evening. Getty Butler kind of shot himself in the foot there at the end as he drilled the outside wall with about 8 laps to go, so I don't think he would have been able. He minus that, he may have got to the back end of Izinga. I just don't think he'd have got around him. Izinga did a really good job here this evening, so my pick comes in second. David said he picked you for the win this evening, so you're going to have to explain to him why you didn't do it.
Well, I don't know. Because we didn't really have we didn't really have an official practice this week, so we had to do everything through hosted, and I don't know. Every time we did it, we never really got to experience what the track state would be once it got rubbered in or anything. So we always put it on fresh.
You did a great job, man. I mean, it's race 4 or 5, right? So I mean, again, consistency wins. Great job.
Thank you. Yeah, the goal is top 5s, that's for sure. I know we're fast enough to at least accomplish that. So I don't want to say anything lower than that's a disappointment, but there are a lot of fast guys in here. So I don't know. I'm happy for Ben. I'm happy that S2R had a great showing tonight. Sucks for Getty. He did have one of the fastest cars here all day. So, that's racing, though.
All righty. Shout-outs. Get them in, get them out. We know you got them.
Yeah, I got to thank you guys in the booth and DRL admins as a whole. But you guys know the hours and stuff you put in. And we, as the drivers, really, really appreciate it. So thank you for that. Shout out to SGK Racing. We practiced with them all week. I think it's starting to show that we're having I don't want to call it a rivalry. It's not a rivalry, but we figured if it could be us 8 practicing, it could be us 8 battling for the championship. So that's what we're trying to do, and I think it's showing. We're very, very competitive against each other, but we're racing each other clean, and that's what we want in this series. So thank you to them. And then, as always, I ended on the S2R boys. They've been putting in a lot of work. Cup side, truck side, Grand National side. Without them, we're not here. We're not racing. So big thank you to them.
All right, David asked me a question I really couldn't answer. What does S2R stand for again?
Silent Syndicate Racing.
Okay.
Sweet.
All righty, brother. Well, you have a great evening here, and we will hope to see you back in victory lane, or at least in the top 3 next race.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir. Move him back down into S2R. And then we'll grab Mr. Getty Almost Win Butner and pop him up as soon as I can get my thing to work for me. We will grab a hold of Mr. Butner.
Hey there, how's it going, guys?
It's going pretty good if I can get this thing to work out for me. The race is over and I'm still having problems with ATVO. Wow. Imagine that. Well, Mr. Butner, not a bad job here this evening. I want to say you started on the pole. Is that correct?
Yep, yes, sir, it is.
All right. Well, you started on the pole. Almost had a good run there at the end until you tapped the wall trying to get to the back end of Izinga. Walk us through it, brother.
Yeah, no, on that last pit stop, restarting 5th because the guys in front of me had 4, or they took 2, I took 4, and I just used up a lot of my stuff with that crazy fight that I had with Hesgard and getting around Bill and James, and I knew I was faster than I obviously tail of the tape during the race. I was I think I was the fastest car on the short run. I know I was the fastest on the long run, but after using up all my stuff getting around Ryan, I had nothing for Ben. I was trying to get him. I was gaining on him in 1 and 2. I just couldn't. He was gapping me a little bit in 3 and 4, and that's where I was trying to push a little too hard there at the end. Is either push hard or just ride around and submit to second place, which I wasn't quite willing to do yet. But after that happened, I kind of just settled down and just kind of understood what was going to happen, and that was me finishing second in that race. But good race overall.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we're not doing you any justice as you're still listed as Ryan Hesgard on the board, but we are talking to Getty Buckner, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, not a bad run. You led most of the laps here this evening. Thought you had a really good shot at winning this race. Kind of wished you had, because then I would been able to be 3 for 3, but it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no. If I come out of those pits even in third versus fifth, I think I win that race. But Ben, our qualifying time was like separated by 1,000th of a second. It was me and Ben 1-2 the whole race. So somebody's got to win, somebody's got to come in second. This time it was me coming in second. Next time, hopefully not so.
Well, again, Mr. Butner, you did an awesome job here this evening. Drew up one position too short. Anything for him, David?
Man, you did a great job. I'm the battle between the top two, you two, and then the top 10 was fantastic. I'm pumped for the rest of the season and the playoffs. So thank you very much for a great race.
Yeah, no, that was good racing up front. Absolutely, good racing by everybody.
Well, Mr. Butner, shout-outs. Get them in, get them out.
Well, first of all, I got to thank my SGK teammates. We got Mike Lemon, Andrew Short, and Eric Weatherholtz. Overall, not quite the day we had planned for, especially for Lemon, who I think made contact with another driver, got spun. But good, the fact that we finished all four of us finished this race, something that we didn't quite do last week. We're building on. We're a brand new team, so or at least we have brand new drivers to the team. Just gonna keep building on it, going into Auto Club, and then also have a huge shout out to S2R. Ryan did an excellent job. That was awesome battles. I mean, if at the end of the year when we look back at battles of the year, that's got to be somewhere in the top 3, top 5. But me and Ryan can't seem to get away from one another. We've just about finished nose to tail in one way or another. Me in front, him in front. Each of these first 3 or 4 races here. So I expect that to keep going, and it's just got to thank all the drivers. That was a really clean race at ISM, and to only have a few cautions, have that nice long green flag run, that's huge. That speaks to the skill level that we have here in the Dynasty Racing League.
Well, we are working race number 4 of the season, so not too bad here. I think you're going to pull away and take over the lead here this evening.
If I don't have the lead, it might be tied. I don't know. It's close.
It's going to be close, yeah. That's for sure.
It's going to keep being close till the end of the year. I have a feeling. Me and Ryan, and especially people like Ben, now that he's had a good run and shook off some of his bad luck that he had earlier in the season. Same with Bill and James and Mike Lemon. He's got some bad luck to overcome. We're gonna have a lot of people up front. It's gonna be great battling.
All righty. Well, we're gonna let you go here, Mr. Butner, and we're gonna see if we can't get Mr. Izinga up into this booth.
10-4. Well, thanks for broadcasting, guys. You guys are that's awesome, being able to showcase what we do here.
All righty, Mr. Butner. Have a great evening now.
Thank you.
And he's gone. Still experiencing some technical difficulties with
ATBO.
It refuses to jump on Ben Izinga or Getty Buckner, so it is what it is. I don't know why it waited to the end of the race to give me such a problem like that. Mr. Izinga, do you got a copy, my man?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you're in the playoffs, brother. How's it feel?
Pretty nice. Very nice.
Well, walk us through your race, man. I know that you led a couple laps early. That last pit stop call there, did you actually think that the 2 tires was going to hold up?
Yeah, so all week I was running crazy fast laps, and I never ran more than 10 laps consecutively because I wasn't ever worried about my long run.
Right.
The last couple of weeks we haven't really had any long runs at all, so I wasn't really concerned about it. And then we show up here today. First off, I couldn't get a fast lap down in practice at all. I couldn't break the 57 or the 27 threes. So that was kind of awful. And then near the end, I ran a 25, I think it was.
Wow.
But yeah, I knew that all week I'd have to worry about single lap speed, and then turned out that I needed long run speed, and luckily I had it there because I never even tried it out.
Well,
So yeah,
you
Getty definitely had me on the short run, but yeah.
well, I mean, you didn't let him run away that whole race. I mean, you stayed right there. He never got a full second over top of you, and then when you come in, you and Hesgard came in and made that two-tire stop. That's pretty much the hero win of the moment there for you. You made the two tires work. Of course, now you had a little help back there from Hesgard as he was definitely making his car wide, forcing Getty Buckner to burn up his tires. And then with about 8 laps to go, Getty grabs the outside wall there as he was gaining on you. So, yeah, you a lot of things fell into play for you. Not to take anything away from the way you drove your car here this evening, because you did an awesome job and you did not let Buckner run away with this race. So congratulations on your win. Mr. Wingfield, you got anything for him?
Man, that was a great race. We were talking up here in the booth about how crazy you are for taking two tires, but it worked out, and great job for that. And I mean, you were in Getty's pocket the entire race, and then it worked out for you. So I'm glad it did. I'm looking forward to the playoffs with you, man.
Thank you.
Shout outs. Get them in, get them out. I know you got them.
Yeah, I gotta thank S2R. Gotta thank USCRL Sim Racing. Gotta thank Ryan, Bill, James. Those guys are all fantastic to race with. They definitely push me every week to be better than I am, and that's really valuable for me. Yeah, I gotta thank John Peterson. Gotta thank Purpose Driven Cycling Team, Stefco Racing Engines, Dwayne's Weed Shack. I think that's about it.
All righty, brother. Again, congratulations on your win here this evening. We'll put you back down into S2R.
All right, thanks so much, guys.
Let's see, where is it? Well, I have been sitting here for the last 5 minutes clicking. Nothing seems to be working. So I'm going to have to do... Actually, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Let's see if we can't do it like this, ladies and gentlemen. We do our results this way tonight because I cannot get the unofficial results to pop up. Unofficially, Ben Izinga did finish first, Getty Buckner second, Ryan Hesgard third, Gary Cornwett is fourth, Bill Edwards going to come in fifth, James Perillo is sixth, Andrew Marr seventh, Ashton Slice eighth, Sidarius Jackson's going to come home ninth, Matt Lovett is 10th, Matthew Kleinsmith 11th, Chris Stouffer 12th, Andrew Short's going to be 13th, Dustin Jones 14th, Sam Niederham 15th, Paul Barzuba, I can't even get it out now. Bazooka, I don't know. Get me some bubble gum, man. Jesus. 16th, Mike Lemon is going to be 17th. Kyle Bingham is going to be 18th. Clay Phillips, 19th. Eric Witherholt's 20th. Martin Wenzel, 21st. Brent Kingcock is going to be 22nd. Followed by Rod Fossenall is going to be 23rd. Kenneth Robbins, 24th. Nathaniel Pollard is going to be 25th. James Pandal had to take a quick pit stop and was unable to rejoin the race due to some headache issues and stuff like that, health issues. He's going to come home 26th, and Hazen and Baker never took the field, so that's going to conclude the drivers here this evening for that. I really wished ATVO hadn't locked up, and that's exactly what's happened. It has completely locked up, so I don't know why it would do that. I just updated it before starting the race. It worked fine for the most part of the race until the end. So, I mean,
the good news is Auto Club, which is a completely different track than this one, is next week.
Well, it's a lot of room for 5 and 6 wide racing, that's for sure.
Is.
So look forward to seeing that happen here next week. Our next broadcast is going to be here again at IMS. It's going to be tomorrow night. And if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be for 110 laps.
Yep.
So, sorry I'm not able to bring the graphics. Like I said, ATVO is just completely locked up. I've even cut it off and tried to exit the program, and it's still stuck on the monitor over here. So, not really sure what's going on with it. It's going to do whatever it wants to do, and yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, again, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Izinga was our winner, Getty Butner second, and Ryan Hesgard third. We may end up having a tie going into next week's race, or Getty Butner is probably going to be ahead by 1 point. But the good news is that Izinga has made his way into a lock-in as of right now for the championship playoffs. 4 races, 4 winners.
That's right. I was about to say that. That's pretty exciting.
At this rate, we may be going to points for our playoffs. At this rate,
we may have 36 different winners.
Well, if we got 36 different winners, I need to go up there back into the Grand National cars then, because I need a win.
We would need to go to a figure 8 race to decide it all.
Oh, well, I'd definitely win that one because I can definitely hit everything on the track, including the pace car. We proved that last week. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, look forward to seeing everybody back here tomorrow night. We are going to be, again, back here at IMS. I believe you said our next race is going to be at California, the Auto Club. Looking forward to that race as well.
That's right. I'm looking forward to it as well. It'll be a good race.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm going to do here tomorrow night, but I should definitely do all right at Auto Club. It's just like a very big, to me, it's like a huge Michigan. But
Yep. I agree.
Whatever. Anyway, again, you got anything else?
I don't, man. Hope tomorrow's as good a race as today's was.
Yeah, me too. And hope I'm up there in the top 10 and can actually finish there instead of getting dropped back down to the 19th with 5 laps to go. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it quits here tonight. Good night, God bless, and we look forward to seeing everybody back here tomorrow night.